How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Continue on the scene!
Let me have some fun!
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Where you going?
Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The super armor does its job.
Vagabond and sends them flying!
Heats it up with a combo into super.
Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurt!
Takes, well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Can they keep on him? Who's going to start things off? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage.
Overhead neck puncher!
Big opportunity coming. That combo did decent damage. Good read with that throw escape. Burnout activates. Knockdown and raw critical. What's gonna happen?
It's time to go in.
The Pale Rider snatches them.
They're looking to end things right here! Ugh.
Corrects them. Oh, here we go. Player 2 reads the throw and escapes.
Will they gamble something here on a drive move?
Dangerous range here. They're recovered.
Jumps! It's the drive!
Can this drive bring them back? Both of them back off. They may be prepared. Impact squashed.
Perfect execution with the anti-air.
There's a burnout. Player 2
Can't hit them with the drive impact.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready? Then show me.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. No good up high. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Perfect! Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Grab them. Taking stock. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Box him with a target call. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sonic Boom! Player 2 is maintaining the corner. There's a wall splat.
They can't do anything now.
Going in, both fighters are barely alive. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. The fighters are running out of time to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Checks him with the boom. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 is holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Hazanshi threw him off with the overhead. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
I did it!
Final round. Fight!
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Overdrive lightning kick with some leftovers. Both corrects them. Boom! Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, block win.
Connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. That's Hazatsu! A real test of they were sitting on their meter for this super art. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player
Chun-Li.
one really had to fight for that one. No shortage.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Nowhere to run.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. All right, what's coming up next? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Did well to get the buff in there.
From up above, triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Switches it up. What'll happen here? Player one will look to apply pressure here.
Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Taking stock.
Player two is in a pretty good situation. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Both fighters planning something? Daihacho to start something? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown, they're going for the super art. Traps him with a break in. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Player two has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Medium impact squashed. Quick medium post. Shoots him and takes a swing. In attack range. D-Nut closes it out. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. Shows the overhead. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for an overhead. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. Player one chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player one is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? KO! Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Sends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Too easy.
Player 2 is dominating this match. Lays them out with the overhead. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
You call, I answer.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? almost had it, but it gets blocked. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Trips him up. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh god, this is tense. What'll happen here? Good job as drive rush to keep it going. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Secondary reaction to the fireball? Who's going to start things off? Can't tech the throw? That throw will do some good damage. Risky up-close scrap still going. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Vagabond and sends them flying. Uses the gauge for a super art. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. They couldn't tech the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
The last round. It's now or never. Drive boosted Hado. From upstairs. Vagabond forever elevator. Player 1, you a super art? Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up.
What will they do? Reads the jump in perfectly. Dangerous range here. They push their way out of the corner. Close range projectile. Player 2 is dangerously close to running out of drive. Stand parry. Closes in. A jump in. Going in. Backs off. What are they gonna do? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. I can't believe it. Noticeable life lead is a couple pairs of burnout. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Crowns him from above. Player 2, oh, you're grounded. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Both sides looking for an opening. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work, hey? Oh. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Out of my way.
Final round. Fight.
zooming by. And whip! They're wide open! Handle with care. You can't drop driving hard. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Hits it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it!
Bet that hurt.
Up the middle breaks it! Connects with the throw! What now? Player 2 impact squash! Player 2 has the super. All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Clutch anti-air. Corrects them. A rare chance closes it out. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance with that jump in. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? Low kicks are a no-go. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Gets the knockdown, and now... big counter. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Blossom. Sandblast. Had the radar up and running. Both fighters planning something? They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Too slow. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Good.
Their whip springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead is there. Drive rush to keep it going. A fireball at that range? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
The jump in is denied. A trade, but they're not worried. Side switch. Players forward rush. Amazing. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Turns out. Corrects them. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with this raw super art incoming. Will this be enough to kill? Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? Okay, here we go. Giving a food for thought. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. The jump in is denied. Decides to buff up while they can. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off it. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're backed up into the corner. Somersault kick stops them cold.
Risky up-close scrap still going.
Dashes up. Drive time. Side hustle to start something. Both fighters planning something. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Quick medium poke. Going in. Curls him from above. Dangerous range. How did they reach that blow? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Such a lovely face.
What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Player is here.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Go heavy.
Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Gets a good read on their opponent. Deals some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far.
Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Hits him with his free flow. Player KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. All right, what's coming up next? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. A quick breather. Chun-Li kick for a mix-up. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Bet that.
Player 1, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Blocks the low kick. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink. Plus anti-air. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this low heavy. Oh, here we go. Expect a forward rush. Shoots him and takes a swing. Jump. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 has the super cage advantage. The drive impact doesn't work. He cuts that off. Yes, sir, that's how you close it out. What a beast!
Jamie wins.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Lots of aggression from both sides. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Anything could happen here. Taking stock. Life lead over. Burnout activate. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Checks with a medium. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, so that's to pry them open. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive retrenches. Jumps up. Burnout activates. Player two in dire straits. It's a good spot to use the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Good, didn't it?
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Tricky hidden variable. Both sides. What are you jumping in for? This is the final round.
Come on
Expect
now.
to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight!
Open goes to the air. Who will come out on top in this final round? Solid anti-air. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next one. They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. Drops them. Good judgment there. They nailed the Bushin Senpu, taking chunks out of each other here. Medium kick into. Okay, here we go. Medium kick. Genius read with that throw escape. Quick medium poke. Drops him hard. What now? Overhead, but it won't work. Side switch. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Takes their legs out. They are done. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready? Then show me.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Anticipates the overhead. The low heavy hit. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Reaches out with a lightning kick. They need to rely on their instincts here. Shows a medium kick.
Oh, misses. Player one is maintaining the corner position.
Burnout activates. Player two has depleted their drive kick, upping the pressure with these baby booms. Manages to block X. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round two. Fight!
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now?
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
Player one will want to take picks the air throw.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
The low doesn't connect. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Peppers them with the lightning. Somersault kick stops them cold. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Oh, says no to the impact. Blocks the impact. Connects with medium kick. Reverse spin kick? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Were they looking to connect KO? That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. The drive parry was successful. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Opts for the throw. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. From up above. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive art? Who's going to start things off? Decides to buff up while they can. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Holds up to pry them open. Player 2 has, ooh, what a smart throw. Pops him with a shorty and eats it. Player 2 has depleted their critical art now? Who's gonna take it? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
How's this? Who will come out on top in this final round? The overhead denied. Excellent damage on that. Oh, they're in the corner now. Nothing stops this train. Player more fuel to the fire. Cook them up while reads the counterattack. Dragon Lash. Scrambling here, connects with the tensioning. Player 1. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 with the rip drops that off. How's this? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Wrecks them. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Drops them hard. Side hustle. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it. It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
You call, I answer.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. They're not gonna allow any jump ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Goes for the throw. All right. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Sonic boom. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Tries to catch him out with an arc step. Player 2, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Gets out of the corner. Good read with that throw escape. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2 will look to pump the brakes on the impact. All in with the rush. The drive gauge is cashes out the cage right there. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Ready? Then show me.
You call, I answer.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The low kick connects. Denies that throw attempt. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Player 2 chases them down. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here.
Grabs him.
Taking stock. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning step. In a dire situation.
Burnout activates. Going binomial theorem with a Bushin scramble.
Takes,
Bushin scramble.
well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Can they keep on him?
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Player 2 hold drive rush to keep it going.
The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that.
Player 1 is smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tech show. Quit experiencing burnout. Goes for the fire on super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt. Very slick with the combo. Are they going to be able to? Now they can use drive. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Don't underestimate me.
Final round. Fight.
Tricky hidden variable. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Drive rush. What's next? And eats it. A jump. Poses them with a kick. Shoots their shot. There's a drive impact. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Spend it all on the super. Not shy of one hit flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.